To make these delicious cookies, you need to watch this video to the end. Hello guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's get started. First off, we are going to be dicing. I bought some dark chocolates, so you can decide to use any chocolate of your choice though. So we're going to just cut these chocolates and just dice them into anyhow you want them though. It's just according to your own personal preference. And once that is done, we are just going to transfer that into our plate and set it aside. This is a very simple recipe that doesn't require much, and these are the list of the ingredients I'll be using, and the measurement is going to be available in the description box, so just check it down below and make reference to it in case you decide to recreate the recipe. To begin with, we are going to transfer our salted butter into our mixing bowl, and then going with the icing sugar, add that all up, and the next thing we're going to do is to start mixing. You get your mixer. You can decide to use your hands with your spatula and do it manually. You can decide to use a mixer. Whichever you choose is totally up to you. Once you started mixing, you go in with your vanilla flavor. You can decide to use any flavor of your choice. I love the scent of vanilla. If I also had other flavors, I could have added it, but this is just what I had for the recipe. So this mixing should take few minutes. You just mix it, and once you see that it has changed color to this, like from that dark yellow to almost very creamy and fluffy, and the size also doubles, then you know that you are ready for the next stage. While adding the flour, it is very important you sieve the flour because it has lumps, and sometimes in the flour you might end up seeing some things that are not supposed to be there. So to make sure that you get rid of it completely, it is very important that you sieve the flour. And also for that finer texture, I highly recommend you don't skip this part. One thing I really loved about this recipe was how simple, and the ingredients that you need for these cookies are just those basic ingredients that you always have in the house, and that is just amazing thing about it. Like, everything was just so perfect, and it was just easy to make. You can just decide to make this cookie for your loved ones and for your kids. I had my friends' kids come over, and then I made this recipe a while ago while I was pregnant, and I had some of my friends kids. They came over and we decided to bake these cookies too all over again, and they really enjoyed it, and it was so yummy. And while I was making that, I found out, okay, the flour that we had wasn't enough. All we did, we just complemented with oat flour, and it was also yummy. Trust me, it was really tasty. Then once you're done mixing, just mix that up thoroughly, and then you go in with the chocolate chips or chocolate. You can decide to use chocolate chips, anyone you have. This just gives you another dimension of flavor, and it also gives you just different things that you love about cookies, and you're just going to love it. This stage is really where you decide what shape your cookies can take. You can decide to make it. It's just go with the vibes. That's all I can say at this stage. Just transfer it to a parchment paper or to a clean surface, and then try to mold it into that shape. Use your hands a little bit and just help it take shape. I used my hands to flatten it up a little bit, and just went into my hands for few minutes, then flatten it up, and then decided to use a mold, a cookie cutter. You can use your hands manually, anything. You can just improvise on what you are using. So I'm just using my rolling pin to just flatten the surface a bit better, but make sure it's not too thin as the biscuit getting burnt so easily. And also, baking your cookies, the thickness of the dough determines how long it stays in the oven. So if you want it very thin, more thinly if it's too thin, then the shorter time it's going to stay in the oven. Then if it's a bit thick, then it has to stay a bit longer than when it's very thin. So I just use my plate or something to just cut out the shape that I want, and that is it. Honestly, if you have kids, this is the best. This is one of the best cookies you can make for them. Also, You can also get them involved to like join you in baking the cookies or join you in cutting. It also helps to like create that bond, build beautiful memories in their head, and they'll just like, mommy, when are you making that cookies again? Like, it was so lovely when my friend's kids came over. My daughter is still tender, she's 7 months now, so I can't do that with her at the moment. So my kids friends came over and I was thinking, what is the best snack I can make for them? And that was it. Like, we just went to the kitchen, baked the cookies, and it takes the shortest time to make these cookies. It doesn't take more than 30 minutes to make these cookies, and everything is just perfect. One last thing before our cookies goes into the oven is just to make holes on our cookies. Then assemble your cookies and just throw it into your oven, and voila, our cookie is perfect. It's ready. See it. The only way I want you to thank me is just share and like and comment on this video. One thing I also want to point out is while you are baking, half the time flip your cookies and allow it to bake evenly. This part is very important. I hope you all enjoyed my recipe. I hope you love the cookies. I hope you're going to try it out. You're going to try it out and make it for your loved ones. They are going to love. This is just a perfect snack to always munch in when you're craving something sweet and something not too sweet but just perfect. Thank you for watching, and always come back for more. See you guys in my next video. Bye.